So a lot of people think that the big YouTube channels are making the most money, but a lot of small creators are quietly making thousands per month. And last month, one of my smaller YouTube channels, so I have multiple YouTube channels. This one is at 1,790 subscribers. So this channel made me just over $3,000. So first, we're going to get into the income breakdown right here. I got all my numbers on the screen right here. So the highest income stream with this channel was Amazon affiliate commission. So this is with the Amazon Associates program. So that was $1,295.47. Next was the Amazon Creator Reward. So this is like a bonus that you get when you hit a certain amount of shipped revenue with your affiliate commissions. So that was $750. Then we have brand deals, that was $700. And then we have YouTube AdSense. So that was $378.72. So the total was $3,124.19. So as you can see, I don't rely on YouTube AdSense. That's not the business model that I'm going for with this channel because AdSense just doesn't pay a lot. It depends on what type of content you make. You got to get a ton of views. And with this channel, it's focused on mainly affiliate marketing, buying intent type of content, which I'm going to talk about later, and then just understanding how to leverage my channel and my content to make money from other ways like brand deals, sponsor videos, things like that. So now let's talk about the quiet advantage that these small channels have. And this is just something that I've seen in the creator economy, and not just only from my channel. And what I've noticed is these small niche type of channels, or you don't have to be super niche, but having a niche can make you even more money. But even if the channel has buying intent, those types of small channels are very valuable and they can make a lot of money. And in a lot of cases, they can outperform these bigger channels. Like my smaller channel of just almost, getting approaching 2,000 subscribers is making more money than this channel. This channel has 30,000 plus, I think, something around that. And that's because the small channel it has a specific monetization plan where I'm focused on buying intent type of content. So that channel is a review channel. So that type of content has a lot of buying power, a lot of buying intent because people are researching for specific products and they're in a space of where they're about to make a decision. They want to purchase something, they want to, see the pros and cons, know how the product performs. So you're meeting them in a spot where they're about to make a purchase. So the key is this type of content is focused specifically on helping someone make a buying decision. And this is the thing that a lot of people miss when it comes to making money from their content because they're not thinking about the viewer or potential customer in a way of like, what's their problem, or meeting them at that spot where they're, thinking or about to make a purchase. So next, let's talk about the biggest mistakes most creators make. So these are huge mistakes that I used to make. Most small creators or creators in general, they're focused on virality, just attention. Their monetization plan is probably just focus on AdSense. And then also they're probably focused on subscribers as well. So these things, just because you have high numbers of views, subscribers, things like that, it doesn't mean you're going to make money if you're not making the right type of content. And I have channels that have, a good amount of subscribers, and I have, videos that for my channel size would be considered viral. I have, a good amount of videos over 100K views. And in those older days of YouTube, I thought those videos would make me a good amount of money. And from those videos, I did make a good amount of money from AdSense. But now I think about it, if I had something else on the back end, maybe some kind of offer, or maybe I mentioned a specific affiliate product or tool or something that I use, I could have made even more money from those videos. So what shifted for me is just understanding those vanity metrics don't really matter when it comes to making money. And I understand now it's really about, like I said earlier, the right type of content. So problem solving content. Is your content positioned to where it solves a specific problem? This is where you can interject like affiliate marketing type stuff, like, or even with a product, right? If I'm talking about a specific fan that can cool you off in insane type of heat, that's addressing a problem that people have. Like they want to stay cool and there's in the summertime. So positioning that product is solving that problem. And then if the content is valuable, helpful, they may use my affiliate link. Also, content that could help someone make a decision. So if we're just talking about products, that could be a comparison video. That's a type of content that has high buying intent, because someone may be in that position where it's like, I don't know if I should choose product A or product B. So your content, if it's good, it's very valuable, because if you're hitting those specific points, they're going to be like, okay, this one's for me. And then they may make that purchase through, your affiliate link or something like that. And I know I'm talking more about like affiliate marketing and making money that way, but even when it comes to brand deals, that's just understanding how to leverage your content. Like these brands and businesses, they need content for their not only products but services as well. So as a small channel that has a good amount of content, you're consistent, they can tell that you put effort into your content. And then something that I want to talk about in future videos, but if you have a niche, having a niche is so powerful. Like even if it's a specific niche, because with my review channel, I talk about different products, but certain products perform well. So I guess those could kind of be like my niches, I guess you could say. But there's a lot of value in having a specific niche, and it doesn't have to just be with a product review channel. I would say probably with that, like the biggest thing that a brand like sees from that is they see a specific audience that you have that's aligned with their business, product, service. That's very powerful. Of if it's a super specific niche of, like, even if it's a smaller, what would be considered smaller size of, let's just say, a couple thousand, like that's potential for them to get into a couple, to get in front of a couple of thousand targeted specific people. And you can see with the brand deals, I didn't even mention views, because like I said, if you just have that specific audience, the brand is going to see a lot of value in that. And the views don't always equal income or to drive results for the brand. So this is where understanding the value in your content and using your content as leverage. For example, I send brands a media kit that shows the results that I've gotten with my content. So that's not just views. It's like, okay, who's taking action from the views? And what I mean by that is like clicking on the affiliate links, actually buying from their website. So tracking those things shows value to the brand. I'm not relying on subscribers, views, virality, none of that stuff when I'm showing the brands my value of my content. Hopefully this video helps you see there's a lot of ways that you can make money from a small channel. You don't have to be a huge channel to make thousands per month. It's understanding how to make the right type of content and then solving problems with your content. So if you are a small channel, just know that your content is valuable if you know how to position it correctly. If y'all have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Also check out my video description. I have freebies of the different ways that I make money online. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace.